What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about how to use this team as a hard counter against Young Avengers. The combination I'm using with this team and one other character has won 100% of the matches that I have fought. Really haven't had a problem. As the fight goes on, you will lose some of the Dark Hunters in the process, but the other character just kind of picks things up and really allows you to beat the Young Avengers with the Dark Hunters. We were told in our initial talk with the developers that they would not be a counter to Young Avengers, and we've done some experimentation. I know Mobile Gamer has talked about it in one of his videos. With Hela, they win about 60% of the time. They're sketchy. It's not a hard counter, and it's like a punch across, so But in the character I've found here, with plugging these characters in, I have won all of my matches, and I'm really enjoying it. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about the team overall, what I'm using for some of these ISOs on them and how things kind of lay out. And then we're going to break down the strategy bit by bit, because you have to do things in a very specific order if you want to use Dark Hunters to beat Young Avengers with this team. So if you guys do find this video helpful, you do enjoy it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, this is the team right here, Dark Hunters with Doom. Now, I know people are already saying, well, of course, it's Doom. But I've tried everything. I've tried Kestrel. I have tried Serper, Hela, Mordo. I've even said, screw it, let's try like some of the supernatural characters with them. Really, nothing's working except for Doom. Doom is like the only character I've brought into this team that actually makes it work properly. And I'm kind of surprised by that. And, you know, if you aren't using Brotherhood Doom on defense, this is an option for you to use Doom on offense with your Dark Hunters. Then again, Dark Hunters are pretty much a good counter to Heroes for Hire, which I've got video of doing a 150k punch-up with Dark Hunters against Heroes for Hire with Mordo on the team. So, you know, yeah, we're just going to have fun talking about all that. So, this is a team that, yeah, it just works. And it's all about Doom getting to his ultimate, that time platform, the bot explosion, you get some disrupts out on these characters, you get that offense up from the Doom bot dying, and then you use Morbius's ultimate here, and then it just, yeah, it really all just kind of comes together. Then Ghost Rider picks off Squirrel Girl, and then yeah, you kind of take out some other characters. So really, this works great. I love this team. I'm really enjoying this. And yeah, there's really nothing much else to share here besides what this team can do. You guys can see it right here. So we're going to break this down step by step, because a little bit of positioning, I need to talk about the ISO, especially on Morbius, why I'm using Skirmisher for this fight. And yeah, let's just start breaking this down from the very beginning. So this is my team positioning, and I've tried it. I've also used this where Doom is not next to Dr. Voodoo. Dr. Voodoo's special puts barrier on adjacent allies that are not Dark Hunters. So that's why I had Doom here next to Dr. Voodoo. I've moved Doom over far away from Voodoo, and it really hasn't made much of a difference. I mean, you get a chance of him getting to his ultimate a little bit quicker if he falls below half health. He doesn't have that barrier to block things. So yes, it's beneficial probably to take him away from Dr. Voodoo here, but you know, it really didn't make a difference either way. So with Morbius here on Skirmisher, this is going to be very important because you need these blinds on the enemy team at the start of the fight. You need blind on Ms. Marvel, you need it on Squirrel Girl. You especially need it on Ms. Marvel. The reason is that you don't want her assisting, which means you don't have triple taps. Those triple taps with Echo and Kate Bishop can get really, really nasty, and you don't want offense down from those attacks with Squirrel Girl. So you really got to make sure you can get blind on both of them. And yeah, that Skirmisher ISO on Morbius, this is a punch across. That Skirmisher ISO on Morbius actually made sure I landed those on the enemy characters here. Yeah, it's a little crazy. Like, there was times where I just wasn't able to land blinds on them until I put the Skirmisher ISO. It's weird because, I mean, he should be gaining bonus focus, but I think that's also if he's facing 4 more city hero enemies. So he doesn't get that 300% bonus focus, so you gotta boost it here with the Skirmisher. But, yeah, let's start by the beginning of the fight here. We got this attack here, and you can already see Morbius is taking some damage here. And this is where that triple tap, like, if this was targeted on Morbius, Ms. Marvel assisted, and Kate Bishop followed up, we'd be very close to losing Morbius there. Not ideal. Now, we are not going to use the ultimate for Morbius on turn 1. We want to use a special. We got all these evades here. We need to get rid of them. Use a special here. They all dodge. Get the follow-up passive from Elsa, and then that consumes the other stack of evade here. So, auto great starting getting rid of those evades here. We're going to use a special from Ghost Rider here to get some bleeds out. We need to start whittling down Squirrel Girl because we need her to actually... The goal with Squirrel Girl is that we want to make sure that she is going to be one-shot by the ultimate from Ghost Rider here in a minute. So, is whatever we can do to get some damage on her, defense down, and ability block on her. We don't want her using her ultimate because that heal block and offense down, also not good. Use the ultimate from Elsa on the other two characters here. Get those evades. Get rid of them. Then we have the follow-up there. And yeah, see, you don't want that offense up. You don't want that offense up sometimes. Now they target Elsa. This is a guaranteed thing. The America Chavez ultimate always targets the character with the least speed bar. That's always going to be Elsa. It flips her offense up and offense down. That's not a problem. We're going to get offense up again here in a minute anyways. So not a big deal. At this point, we're going to use the basic from Doom on pretty much anybody, as long as it's not Squirrel Girl. We don't want her dropping low on health. If she drops low on health, she's going to gain speed bar, and that's going to screw everything up. So we're going to leave it as is. I put Disrupt here on Ms. Marvel just because I can. You know, it prevents her from getting more deflex and taunt, though I mean she cleanses it off right away. We used the basic there from the Doom bot to once again get Disrupt on Squirrel Girl. So now she's not going to gain Death Proof when she falls low on health. She's not going to get the defense up. So now Echo retaliates, kills the Doom bot, which now fuels offense up on our team. And now Morbius is ready to go. So every time we get Disrupt from Doom and his minions, it gets speed bar on our Dark Hunters here. And now we use the ultimate here. Now we're not gonna focus on Squirrel Girl here. We're going to use that ultimate on Ms. Marvel over here. We don't want her getting taunt because Squirrel Girl is going to fall low on health here. We've got to be very careful of that. We're going to put Disrupt on Ms. Marvel so she does not get taunt. We flip all those defense up and those deflex into defense down and bleeds. And Squirrel Girl's looking pretty good with where she wants to be on her health here. We got offense up on Ghost Rider. We use the ultimate here. 500k on that. There's no deflex. There's no death proof. So we're going to get a follow-up attack here from Ghost Rider. Boom. Squirrel Girl's gone. Great. Now, we get the retaliation. 2 retaliations from Kate Bishop. And you know what? We're about to get rid of all those blinds he could possibly put out. Use the ultimate from Dr. Voodoo here. Cleanses negative effects from our team. Puts immunity on all of our Mystic characters. Now we use this special... Oh, also I should mention, use the ultimate from Dr. Voodoo here on Echo so that she gets the vulnerable, because we're going to follow that up with a striker combo from Elsa to finish off Echo. The special does a triple tap there. Boom. Gone. Kate Bishop's going to retaliate twice, but because we have immunity, no blinds on anybody. Should now use her ultimate. No blinds again because we have all those immunities on our team. They're going to retaliate. They're going to kill off a couple of our characters. It's okay. Like I said, it's going to look a little sketchy, but the important thing is done here. Doom is ready to go with his ultimate. And we're basically just going to target Kate, prevent her from doing anything. Use the special here from Doom, and that's it. And there you go, just for fun, a 1 million crit there on that ultimate from Doom. So, all in all, it's about a 2-minute fight. It took some practice. If you are trying this, I recommend you spend time practicing. It took me about 30 minutes to an hour of just getting the strategy down and making sure I knew what I was doing. And then I was able to comfortably win, and I've won ever since then. So, like, it took a while to explain this, but you gotta do some very specific things. Like, you gotta be very strategic in who you put vulnerable on. You gotta be strategic in who you then follow up with Striker on vulnerable targets. Like with Dr. Voodoo, you want that vulnerable on Echo from the ultimate. That way that Elsa can then use her special and just wipe out Echo. And you're probably wondering why we're doing that. The reason is that we don't want Echo to use her ultimate. If Echo uses her ultimate, you're in big trouble, because now with those immunities on your team, like, yeah, so we're gonna use those, like, we all get immunity, and every character she hits is going to resist the speed down she lands. Because of that, they're going to remove speed. They're going to have speed bar removed 25% per slow that's resisted. So you cannot let her get to her ultimate here with this. If you do, you're in big trouble. So yeah, this is one where you've got to take out Echo first before Kate. You're probably wondering why Kate last. Honestly, the blinds are being negated by the immunity, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, this was really how I did it. I'm gonna show you one that went a little bit worse. I'm just gonna kind of fast forward here so you guys can see it. Yeah, like, our Ghost Rider here starts off low on health. We've got Doom here ready to go. We're going to actually use the time platform here, and the reason things are a little sketchy here is because we haven't gotten to the ultimate from Morbius yet. So all these defense up, these deflects, they're not flipped. This is where that barrier with Dr. Voodoo is probably a little bit more beneficial. So, I mean, I'm gonna be clear here, we still won this. It really wasn't a problem. All we're doing here is we're clearing certain things. And this is where I screwed up a little bit. I should have gone for the defense down flip on Squirrel Girl over here with the deflex, but I said, you know what, let's see if we can get rid of Kate here pretty quickly. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I mean, we get rid of Kate, but, you know, Ms. Marvel's still up. Not good, Bob. And this is also where I misplayed. I should just picked off Ms. Marvel right here. If I had taken out Ms. Marvel here, this probably would have been a little bit easier. We got those death proofs now, and now I'm stuck behind those death proofs. And yeah. So yeah, now Squirrel Girl is going to use her ultimate, and then she's going to follow up again because of all the speed bar, because everyone fell low on health, and then she heals. So yeah, this was not an ideal attempt, but even at the end of the day, it still comes out with a pretty solid win. Yeah, there we go. Finish him off. There you go. Echo's done. Now we can finish off Squirrel Girl if necessary. At least try to. There we go. Get some bleeds on her. Get some heals on our team. And then finish her off here. So, you know, this one, actually, I end up with everyone surviving, but I made it a little more complicated than I should have. And this is where, yeah, you have to be careful with that barrier on Voodoo and keeping your eye on the health for Doom. And just making sure you pick off the right characters at the right time. So, you know, that was a little bit worse of an attempt, but there we go. Now America Chavez is left, and yeah, nothing else to really say there. So I'm showing you guys one more fight here real quick, just so you guys can see. This is one with a different position. You guys are probably saying, well, if the team's in a different position, it's not going to be too much of an issue either. This is different position here. We now have Squirrel Girl and Ms. Marvel over here on the side. Ms. Marvel is one in, so now she's not on the edge. A bit of a different positioning here. Now we have Kate Bishop on the other end, America Chavez next to her, and then Echo in the other spot there for that speed bar boost with her passive. Same strategy. Get rid of evades. Use Elsa's passive and some AoE attacks. Get rid of everything. Get some bleeds out. Not bad. Barrier on our team, that ability block on Squirrel Girl. Use that ultimate from Elsa here. More evasions. Get rid of them. And now we just kind of do the same thing as before. We'll get a disrupt on Ms. Marvel. We'll then use the Doombot to put a disrupt on Squirrel Girl if possible. And we'll lose the Doombot. Echo retaliates. Now we do the same thing. We use the ultimate here. I thought about starting from Kate over here, but I said, you know what? Let's just start with Squirrel Girl. Work our way down the line. There you go. Everyone gets the defense up, flipped into defense down. Use the ultimate here from Ghost Rider. Another 515k hit on that. Boom. Done. Heal. Immunity on our team. And actually, this one actually worked out a little bit worse because, and this is one where actually, yeah, if I had done it a little bit differently, this is where I should have put the disrupt from the Doom bot onto Squirrel Girl or onto Ms. Marvel, because I didn't. And this is where I could have really messed this up, but even so, things still turned out okay. You know, Ms. Marvel moves here in a second. Yeah, we'll get disrupt. Ms. Marvel then moves, and then I should have just turned around and put disrupt again from the Doom bot on Ms. Marvel, and that would prevent her from getting taunt again. So yeah, that was my fault. That was a bit of a misplay. Still turned out okay, thank goodness. Because yeah, then we have this problem where I also should have, there was no taunt then at that point on Ms. Marvel, so I could have still gone for Echo here. And yeah, we'll speed it, we'll slow it down, use that special, or use the explosion from Doom, and there you go. Plenty of damage there for everybody, and there you go, finish it off. So yeah, this is one that works. Like, it works every time. All the time, every time. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like this? Is this something you guys are going to use Doom with Dark Hunters, or use them to counter Young Avengers? Let me know down below. As always, if you guys have enjoyed this video, found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button, share and subscribe. Questions, comments, concerns, any thoughts or ideas, drop them down below in the comments section as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.